Another month passed by without anything happening. There was no word from the Carrot Goddess, and everything seemed to finally be at peace. Jeremy hated it. It was like things were returning to normal. How could things be normal after what had happened? Red, Isaiah, and Dan were all gone now. He didn't know where they were or if they were even still alive. He didn't feel comfortable returning to everyday life. "Why are you still here?" Jeremy asked Garden quietly one night in the church when they were alone. "You found the money. You could leave if you wanted to." Garden gave a heavy sigh. "Maybe I came to my senses and decided that I was a little more faithful than that. Things may have gotten difficult, and I don't really understand why all this happened, but I still believe that the Potato Lord is with us. After all, we were chosen to lead the church, right?" "5 of us were chosen," Jeremy reminded. "Apparently it doesn't mean much. You're just staying for me." "Maybe so, but why are you still here?" Jeremy looked up curiously. "You could leave just as easily as me, and I personally think you have more reason to do so. Yet here you are. You're loyal, Jeremy, and you have a strong will. You see things through." Jeremy smiled at the idea, though he wasn't quite sure of its validity. All of a sudden, Jeremy was taken by a throbbing headache. He heard a voice which he had not heard for quite some time. He cringed, and Garden asked him what was wrong. "It's the Potato Lord," Jeremy answered through a wince. "He says that the Carrot Goddess is preparing to attack us." At that time, the followers of said Carrot Goddess were hunting rabbits. Isaiah drew his bow and launched an arrow for his target while it was chewing on the grass. The makeshift weapon he had sharpened himself struck the small creature and brought it to the ground in an instant. "I didn't know you could do that," Dan commented. "I couldn't," Isaiah shrugged as they moved towards the tiny carcass. "I knew how to shoot, but I had never had to hit anything besides the targets I set up before coming here." "So I suppose you think you're a man now?" "I am a man," Isaiah insisted, probably scaring away any other animals that were in the area. "I'm not a kid anymore, so you can't treat me like one. Got it?" Dan was unprepared for Isaiah, who he had always known as a quiet and meek boy, to suddenly speak so forcefully. Expressionlessly, he gave him a condescending pat on the head. Isaiah clenched his fists and pouted in irritation. "I'm a man," he reiterated grumpily. "I suppose you are," Dan relented. Neither of them had even spoken about the fact that Dan had tried to kill Isaiah. From his actions alone, it didn't seem that Isaiah was even bothered by it. It was almost as if he was no longer the same person, so he wasn't even the one to whom it had happened. Dan still wasn't sure if he preferred it this way or not. "This isn't just about carrots and potatoes anymore," Isaiah went on as he found the bloodied rabbit. "We don't have the luxury of being able to mess around." "You're really giving this all you've got," Dan observed. "Of course. In my time of need, the Carrot Goddess saved me. It's the same with you, isn't it?" Dan wanted to agree. He still didn't understand why the Potato Lord had betrayed him. Why he said he was a traitor though he had done nothing wrong. He did know, however, that the Carrot Goddess had stayed by his side and patiently waited for him to come to her. He was grateful, but it was a little humiliating after everything that had happened, and he didn't like verbalizing it if he didn't have to do so. Luckily, the Carrot Goddess appeared before he had the chance to answer Isaiah. "It's time," she said as she popped up out of nowhere. That was the other thing. She showed herself in human form. It made her seem less menacing when she did that. "Time for what?" Isaiah asked, already eager to assist in any way he could. "We're going to destroy the Church of the Potato Lord." "Come in."
Oh, I see.
Yep.
I understand now.
You understand what?
Yeah.
What's up?
Huh.
You want me to just carry on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Luckily, the Carrot Goddess appeared. You poo. What do you want? Why did you come in here? Oh, okay.